Alrighty, so... Also, we didn't start Ed because we ended on a cliffhanger last session. So we kind of couldn't. Either way. So... Our band of adventurers, the Telaria, have entered the Murrag, seeking the druid tribes within. Your first half day was thankfully uneventful, barring a few creatures which had unfortunately had wandered into your various hunting traps. However, your first full day traversing the jungle is when the Murrag began to test you. It started off by hindering you with a river that had vines as its base, entangling one of your party members and dragging them under. Though, thankfully, this was one that could breathe underwater, so crisis averted. Your second, however, was an encounter between what seemed to be a person of the forest, to whom you later named Bambi, and a weird ape-like creature, seemingly locked in combat. Coming to Bambi's aid, you assured her that you meant no harm to her territory. And as part of that agreement, she was able to point you in a rough direction to one of the druid tribes, the Murradon. Travelling partway into the night, you left her territory and were able to set up camp without the worry of potentially going back on the oath that Mevelair had made. And while your first shift was uneventful, Kindling and Fur heard the sounds of large, heavy footsteps approaching and getting closer. And that is where we left off. So, Telaria, what do you do? That's the wrong thing.
Well, who's awake right now?
Kindling and Fur. But I'm waiting because obviously Kindling has a whole typing part. I just want to see what he says.
Yeah, he is a very sophisticated AI. Thomas?
Yes?
Does turning into an animal break concentration?
Wild shape, you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, as long as you cast a spell before your wild shape, you can do it.
Yeah. I know you can't cast... no, isn't there like a certain thing where you can cast spells in wild shape as a part of the moon thing?
When you're at a sufficient level, I believe so, yes. But, yeah, no. Because Wild Shape doesn't require concentration, it doesn't break a concentration spell.
Okay.
Well, wild shape isn't even a spell, it's an ability.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The rules when it comes to concentration, if something says it requires concentration, then it can't. You can't concentrate on two things on two concentration.
Basically, things. Unless an ability says that it breaks concentration, it doesn't break concentration.
Yeah, which I think really for that one, it's just Barbarian's Rage. I think that's like one of the early ones. Either way, I don't think so. I'd rather not take any chances. Okay, very quickly runs towards Havelock and Mev and sort of like roughly like tries to shake him awake. Kurtz just shoulder checks Havelock to wake him up.
What the?
Something's coming.
What? Like, Like, what? And
You-
Mev.
You can hear it at this point. Like, the footsteps are very close. They are clearly of something very large and heavy. You just say,
Are they footsteps? Do they sound like hooves?
they sound like incredibly large footsteps. Essentially, like,
Oh my god, we're about to meet Bigfoot.
Yeah. You don't even shake him away. I guess with his passive perception, you just can't sort of coming near him. Aki sort of.
I mean, make it with disadvantage, because when you're sleeping, you have disadvantage on perception.
Showy palms. Okay, let me check.
Shit. I'm wearing heavy armor, technically. That takes like 10 minutes to put on.
Yeah, from the sounds of things, you might be able to get like a few pieces on, but you're not going to be able to get the full set.
Would that actually improve my AC in any way?
I would say
11.
make a... What would be best for this one?
Make a dex check.
Yes!
Oh, fuck
Folks,
me.
Folks, don't forget that you have.
Oh!
Don't forget that we have a half of Moonlight and Shadow on us.
Doesn't matter right now. Look at me. Look at me.
I mean, heavy armor is still heavy armor, but how much would your armor like increase your AC by?
Let's fucking find out real quick. Holy shit. It boosts my fucking thing by like 8 points.
I will say for a natural 20 that you're able to get sort of like the less finicky stuff. So we'll say you have 4 extra AC.
4 extra.
So basically
AC.
half of it, basically. Half of what you would
So
normally
that'd
get.
be 12.
Yes.
Because AC is based on dex, and my dex is shit.
Yep, 10 plus or minus your dex modifier.
Fucking. Yeah, just got pants on, tits out. Fuck, that's funny.
Tom,
Yes.
what's the weather right now?
It is a clear night.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Okay. So, there's not a guarantee of combat on what's happening here. However, for the sake of visualization, and we'll move us over to a battle map.
Which means there's a chance of combat.
Yes, of course. I need to shift the tokens around because I just put them wherever. So that. Okay, so can you guys see the map?
Mm-hmm.
Good. The dynamic light's working. Yay! So, you guys are hearing the footsteps because of how close they are from around this direction. You have a... we'll let... well, this is good because you have probably a few seconds to prepare yourself for whatever's coming your way.
Okay,
Okay.
superb. Let's have a look. Let me have a look at the battle map. Okay.
Yeah, and this also gives Anna time to get her food.
Hold on. We need. What's a 60-foot radius? A 30-foot radius from the fire. Hold on. Okay. How big is this map?
Not particularly, because big maps take an age to load and they're a pain in the ass to populate.
Okay, when Aki gets up, you see him start whispering some words and sort of switching his hands in the air, and you see a dark storm cloud form above the camp.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just check.
Um,
I just want to check what my hearth gives us for if we are going into combat.
While this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
Butter, give me that thing, the ice.
Oh, right, yeah. She puts her hand on your shoulder and uses dark vision on you.
Mev darts out of the tent. She's gonna snuff out the fire.
Okay. Well, first, let me just quickly change a few.
Ooh, +5 to stealth and perception.
I just need to quickly change that. So now you've got night vision.
You didn't need to put out the fire.
Yep.
Go. And
Yeah.
Listen, I have dark vision.
It explicitly
It's okay.
says any light from open flames in the sphere, campfire torches, or the like isn't visible outside of it.
One, Mev doesn't know that, and
I know.
two, if that thing comes into the sphere, we're fucked.
True.
there we go. I guess we'll find out if I've fiddled about the lights enough, because then Anna will be like, I can't see anything.
Why the fuck can't I see?
I can just see a
I'm
black.
sorry, Anna, but it's okay. You've got an eye patch.
Yeah, which I can easily set up on there. Everyone else should be able to see just fine, even if it is in... I think it's in shades of
Yeah.
grey still.
It's really funny, though. I'm imagining, since Anna said that, Mev fucking just shirtless snuffing out the fire. It's pitch black. Fucking man versus wild. Naked and afraid.
Yeah. Just somehow Mev has like a Bowie knife in her teeth. And a red bandana.
Oh, fuck. Naked and pissed.
Meanwhile, Aki is just pissed and afraid.
This
But
in
the
a
other
different
kind of
kind.
pissed. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. Yeah, Aki's gonna also just move a bit closer to the other side of kindling and a bit closer to the fire. There you go.
The remains of the fire at this point.
Behind Kaz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mev is like crouched down over it, trying to be just as quiet as possible. She's not moving.
Yeah. Thor at this point, it's sort of like holding Kurz's like snout shut so that he doesn't make a sound. Whereas Kurz is just sort of like looking in the direction of the sound.
I just say this fucking the light mechanics on Roll20 for the jungle looks so cool.
Oh, they've improved it a lot, and also I've gotten better at drawing the dynamic lighting stuff.
Yeah, setting it up.
Yeah, like you can. I haven't thrown anything else in here, so you can easily click around to see what I've done. Just make sure you remember where your token's placed, so you can see like all the light stuff if you want. Because I say what's coming, I haven't put onto the thing yet, so you won't exactly be spoiled by anything. Up, there's Anna.
Sorry, I'm making schedules and I forgot I had to put them in for the second half, so I'm just carrying my laptop into the kitchen.
Can you see anything?
Holy shit!
Yeah, I can see what's within the fire range.
Ah,
God, this spell is so good.
Okay. Tom
I
is
think I know
working
why.
on the vision stuff. You shouldn't be able to see anything.
I
'cause
think I know
Mev
why. How about
Mev
now?
just shut off the fire.
I can't see shit.
There we go.
Woo!
Can I
Alright.
activate my red light,
So-
Tom?
Yes.
Thank you. Dark scary.
I just
Mev has dark vision right now.
Fuck you.
let me just.
Listen, you have a glowing eye patch. Mev has nothing.
I also have DAWs.
See? Mev has nothing.
Mev has fantastic tits.
That is true. Correct. I've drawn them. They're very nice.
I know. I too would like to draw more of them.
There we go. I think that's sorted it. Can you still see shit?
Can you see now, Anna?
I can see red.
Ooh.
Okay, good.
I'm fucking raging. Angry. Kindling vision.
Okay. Yeah, so basically everyone was asking what they were doing before whatever it is was coming through. Is there anything that you're gonna do, Havelock, or is that are you just settling what you got?
I want to get here. So
Okay.
everybody gets a little bit of red light.
Alrighty. Turns out Curse also has dark vision as well.
He's a dragon, yeah.
Yeah. What direction are the steps coming from? They're coming from this direction.
This way.
Oh, what, northeast?
Yes.
Cool.
Alrighty.
I imagine we're all just staring into the darkness.
Okay. So you all sort of gather around the remains of the fire, I guess. At which point, you see the trees sort of part. You see, well, that's probably a reference to something that I'm not aware of, Nate. But as the branches sort of pushed away, you see gnarled bark sort of like grabbing a hold of the trees and sort of squeezing their way through as you see a large, almost like walking tree. Let me just drag it on when it eventually decides to. And you see a second one just behind it. As they sort of walk by. I would like everyone to make a stealth check. Mev, because you don't technically have your armor on fully, I'll say that it's a regular roll for you.
And remember, we all get +5.
+5.
Does that
Because
apply
I have-
if things because it's I need to check actually, is the tree end within
Let me check. No, it's not conditional. It just says, while within the sphere, you and your allies gain +5 dexterity, stealth, and wisdom perception checks.
Okay, that's
So it doesn't
good.
specify the things outside the circle. So any creature inside. Oddly.
So are you telling me Mev should have had a +5 to that nat 20?
No.
Damn.
Kindling. It's not condoned. It's not conducive. It's not based on the fire. It's just Aki can pick a point in the camp, and then 30 feet around it is this protective bubble until he leaves to that 30 feet,
Yeah, so he just
Alright,
centers
so-
it. Yep, everyone make a stealth
or
check.
until the end of the long rest. Yeah, stealth.
Stealth +5. When really it's like a +3 for me. Let's see.
Ooh.
That's +5, so that's 9.
Yep. 9, 25.
Listen, she's not very stealthy. Group stealth. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I always am like, come on, the group can compensate for me.
Alright.
Havelock gone. Havelock disappears. One with the trees. Listen, even in the darkness, Mev can't hide her amazing tits.
Okay.
Listen.
They're very distracting, you know? Your eyes just jump to them.
They just interpret it as just like very ripe fruit or something.
Damn, that tall skinny tree has some really ripe fruit, hanging really
Pretty
low
much.
on it.
Oh my god!
Those are some fucking juicy
Jeez,
apples. Yeah.
Anna. What? Oh, fuck.
I'm funny. I might also one shot with the fucking Eldritch Blast again. Eh?
Oh god. Let's see if they notice us.
How's the spell I just did work?
Alright, so what appear to be tree ants, you actually notice, because Havelock sort of light's able to illuminate them a bit, that they almost have like a black ichor going down what you assume they use for their eyes. This one at the front sort of stops, whereas the second one just sort of stops as well, but then slowly begins to make its way around and continues deeper into the jungle. The one that stopped sort of paused before it slowly begins to turn in your guys' direction.
I would like to try and telekinetic shove.
The creature.
Yes.
Okay.
While you do that, you hear Aki very quietly whisper, "Do you think it's worth an attempt of parley?"
It's a DC 13.
It rolled an 18 total.
Oh, okay. It does not move, unfortunately.
You sort of like see it sort of like almost as if it's just been like lightly pushed by the wind before it takes a step forward. Sort of pauses again. Sort of like looks. You see it sort of like lean downwards and looks directly at you all. What are you guys doing? It's noticed you.
Aki, I think, will stand up.
Once again, the new Aki. You gonna piss yourself?
No, he's going to look over and just again look over to Mev and just say, "Have my back, please." And he will step forward in front of Kurz and say in Druidic, "What exactly is your business here, noble one? We mean you nor what you protect any harm."
The treant doesn't appear to react. It takes another step forward.
I repeat myself. Why are you trespassing within our community? What is your purpose here?
It sort of stops and looks towards you. At this point, you can see, even with like your nocturnal vision, that its eyes and mouth are sort of like almost like bleeding this dark ichor.
With my druid knowledge and my sort of nature knowledge, would I know about this dark ichor, or if I know this tree has any kind of infection or anything, or
make a nature check.
Okay.
And I will throw does here. It will just here.
Okay. Okay, so my spell's active. Okay, hold on. Nature check. Okay, I've got a +2. 5.
You have no idea.
Son of a gun. Okay.
And as you're sort of like observing it, it takes a step back at the same time, first taking a step back because she's not got the nerves. And
yeah,
Aki, you hear in Druidic from this treant. Trespassers. I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
Bollocks. Okay.
And keep in mind, none of you've had a long rest, so...
Iniziativo.
False. Havelock and I have had a long rest.
You've had 4 hours.
What do you mean we've had 4 hours? We should have had at least 6.
Pretty sure long rest is
Because
8
this is the
hours.
middle of kindling shift, and if we have that each time, like, it's 4 hours a shift.
Let me see. Okay, yeah. I thought it was 8 hours. But it's... Oh, wait, no. Long rest is at least 8 hours long, during which the character sleeps for at least 6 hours. Yeah, sure. Sleeping for 6 hours. Yeah, sure, I'll count that.
Okay, so me and Havelock got a long rest.
But nobody else has.
I mean, it makes sense that it's only 6 hours, because you also get 2 hours to eat.
Yeah, yeah. I just normally have it as, obviously, like, the roll rules. It's like, oh, it's 8 hours, but it's like, well, actually, it's 6 hours of sleeping, 2 hours of light activity.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, mine wasn't added to the track. Sorry.
I'll add it manually.
Thank you. Hold
Uh,
on. I need to get the fucking beast list up. 1, 2, bing, bang, boom.
man, this thing's rolling good.
Oy, oy, oy. Pets. Black bear.
Unfortunately, you guys pretty much all rolled better. Again, you guys rolled real high. Okay. Havelock, what you doing? Compel duel.
Fight me, bitch.
One creature exceeds your arrangement with a saving throw on a fail save. It's drawn to you, compelled by a divine demand for the duration of its attack. Creatures following you. Okay. Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Let's see how it goes. Spell save is 12. It rolled a natural 20.
Stupid question. Another one.
Yes.
I can cast a spell with an action when I'm concentrating on another one, right?
So long as the spell that you're casting doesn't require concentration.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. So, for instance, I'm maintaining a concentration spell right now, but I could use like Cure Wounds on someone.
Yes, because Cure Wounds isn't concentration.
Excellent. Thank you. Cool. I was just checking, double cheering. To be a man. Oh shit! I always forget about ritual spells. I need to use you more.
Alright, first she's like, okay. It's his first turn. And she actually doesn't have a lot of options range-wise. Yeah, no, and she's holding concentration for dark vision, so she's just gonna hold her action if the thing gets closer to her. Meanwhile, immediately after her turn, it is Kerr's, which that is the wrong one. I accidentally opened all my bookmarks. I didn't want that. Yeah, Kurz is not going to listen to that advice, and is going to instead run up and make a bite attack on this thing. Which just hits. And that is in total. You sort of see Kerr sort of like leap at the creature's leg and sort of essentially like a dog with a bone try and like bite into it, but you can see that his like even though it is biting into the bark, it's not he's not really breaking through it a whole lot. And that is Kerr's turn. Kinlan, you're up. Actually, I just need to... Alright. Well, also as well, just one bit before... As you actually see at one point, Kerr's bite finds purchase, but as it does, he recoils back, and Aki, you can hear an audible hissing sound. Not emitting from Kerr's itself, but coming from Kerr's. And you sort of see this black ichor's now sort of like in his mouth, and he's just sort of like shaking his head rapidly, trying to get this ichor off him. Kerr's has taken a point of acid damage.
Oh, piss. Okay.
You're attempting to persuade? Okay. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. This creature does not seem particularly welcoming. Ooh. Alrighty. Aki, you're up.
Okay. First of Aki is going to take a step back.
Alright.
He's not exactly, yeah.
It does get
exactly.
It does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh fuck! In that case, I'll stay where I am then.
Okay.
Aki will. Okay, first of all, everyone sees a bolt of lightning hit the tree.
Alright.
And so, you, Tom, please roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, yes. The big tree is definitely Nope, that is a 7.
Yep, 16. So you need to take 3d10 lightning damage.
Okay, roll 3d10 then.
Oh, 13.
13. Okay. It's so the lightning bolt just like crashes down the top of its head, sort of staggers back, sort of like flails slightly. It felt that.
Hell yeah. Okay. God, cool. Lightning's a great spell. And then yeah, Aki is going to. Aki is again. It's in Druidic. Is as the tree is hopefully stunned by this from this lightning strike. He's gonna say in Druidic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it's come to this. We merely seek an audience with the Myrmidons.
Okay. The tree doesn't appear to react to your comments.
Okay.
If anything, it just looks very pissed.
I'm sure it does.
Alrighty. So, is that your turn?
Hold on, checking, because the way this spell works, it says like when you cast it, it does it, but it doesn't say that's an. Oddly, it says the first use of the lightning strike isn't an action. Actually, no, it's an action to cast it. Actually, no. Forget me.
Okay,
How
who are you
jaunty
again?
am I feeling? Aki.
Alright.
I'm just checking.
You're doing
I'm
Call
just reading the
Lightning,
rules of the
yes?
spell, sorry. Yeah, because I can't use a disengage action because it's already an action to use the lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
How lucky am I feeling? If I want to take
Oh, I
attack
see.
opportunity.
I see what it. Call Lightning is basically akin to Witch Bolts. Got it.
Yeah, so basically that's the cloud above. So essentially, with literally a 60 feet radius from anywhere I choose, I can use my action to do 3d6 lightning, 3d10 lightning damage.
Alrighty. So, what are you doing,
Yeah,
Jackie?
you know what? I'm feeling jaunty. Aki is going to pull back from this line, take the attack of opportunity, and stand back with Fur.
Alright, it's going to make an attack of opportunity on you. That is a... Ooh. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take... Ooh. 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a constitution...
15.
Yeah, and I need you to make a con save.
Oh boy.
You need to
Yeah,
roll a 10 or higher to keep your Call Lightning spell. No. Call Lightning
I'm such an idiot. I'm the best.
dissipates. I mean...
Fuck!
I mean, it was a, I'll take her on advantage. Wait, did you rage?
Why?
Did you rage kindling, or... 'Cause I thought that's only if you rage. Yeah, you don't until kindling rages.
Bollocks.
Alright. So that
The
is...
cloud just it gets one lightning strike and the cloud fucking dissipates.
I mean, hey, damage is damage.
I know. That's so stupid.
It's now
So annoyed with myself.
It's now the Treant's turn. He's got a lot of targets in front of him. But I know at the very least he's guaranteeing one of his first attacks on Kurz. And he rolled a 3, so he's going to roll again. That's cocked. He rolled a... Ooh, does that actually hit? No, just. So he's going to roll again. Okay, that one hits. So... Kurz takes... Ooh. So Kurz takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage. As he essentially, like, the Treant tries to stomp on Kurz twice before almost, like, football kicking him. And my dogs are being gutsy. Sorry, 1 second. I'll leave you in your quiet panic while I deal with this.
What if we set it on fire?
Arson, 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 arson!
Kindling.
I mean, that too works, but do you want the splinters? I don't want the splinters.
I don't have the parts for that.
We could
Okey-dokey.
throw Havelock
So-
into its mouth, and he can use Sword Burst.
So, that is the Treant's turn. Thankfully, because Sokol avoided most of the hits. So, Nev, you're up.
Anyone have any?
Pop him. Right here.
Up in good old Valkyr. Got it.
I want my advantage.
Yeah. Gotcha. Let's where'd he go? Where's he showing? Where is he? There he is.
Woo! Advantage. Fucking. For now, we're just gonna hit twice with the glaive.
Both hits.
Both hit. Yay!
Alright.
I mean, I suppose this is a giant tree.
It very much is.
Okay.
If that's the case though, Mev,
Uh-huh.
I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Listen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm aware of what I'm
No.
asking you.
No.
I disagree. I simply disagree. No.
Well, by the
Okay.
power invested in me as a DM, I would say, and you fail on both. So
Surprise!
as you slash into it, there's a slight pause where just there's a spurt of this dark ichor that sort of like sticks onto you and begins burning into you. So for those 2 hits, you take a total of 10 points of acid damage.
Fuck me.
But you can feel the ichor is still on you and it's still burning you.
Everyone
Great.
get back.
It's-
This guy has spicy blood.
It is essentially like molasses on you.
You know, that just reminds me of the time that people drowned in molasses.
I know of that story. I think you've told me that one.
Yes.
It was when a train car derailed and it
In
flooded.
Boston, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a similar story in, like, 1800 London of people dying in a beer flood.
I mean, that's a
Fucking-
better way to go than molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay. Its turn has just happened, so it's got its reaction back. So... that is a... Ooh, that's going to be close. Does a 14 hit?
Yeah,
Damn.
right now it does.
Let's see. You take... Man, he is rolling really good on his
Also, I want to
damage.
be here.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, God.
He is
Um,
rolling very good on his damage rolls.
Valkyr still gets advantage because I'm a ranged person.
Yep.
Question mark.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you've got
God.
reach. You've got your weapon has a reach.
Yeah, I got
property.
reach.
A tree limb straight to the tip.
I mean, even then, like,
Um,
kindling is literally standing right next to it.
ends my turn, but
Mm-hmm.
you've noticed in this one fucking turn, Mev got fucked up. And he didn't even, like, actually have a turn. He didn't even, like, really attack her. He just kind of smacked her. Fuck.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Alrighty. Afflock, you're up. Alrighty. Going up here.
That would be advantage for attacks, right?
Yes.
Advantage.
Kurz is over here, and now Kurz does consider you an ally. Well, Kurz considers you an ally, I should say, so you are technically flanking him.
Jesus, but-
22, that hits. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Yes. I would also like to ask,
Yes.
are my charges still the same, or do I have to re-roll them?
So you... How many charges did you have? Let me just quickly check, because I think you rolled for them in that... No.
I think I got the max plus 1, so like 5?
Yeah, and you tried to pump 1 into the thing, so you still got 4.
Awesome. I'd like to pump another charge out.
Okay. Okay, I need to move my dice here because that was cocked again. That's a... how much total? That's a 17 total, so unfortunately it doesn't work.
Alright. And then you said it was a deck save?
Yep, you need to make a dex save. 11. Nope. You take 9 points of acid damage. As the thick ichor sticks onto you from the wound that you've made. It's looking hurt at this point. Okay. It is Fur's turn.
Where's my...
Fur is gonna say fuck it to staying behind Havelock. And she's gonna step forward. And is gonna make 2 attacks on the thing. 1 and 2. First one hits. And that deals... Okay. And Kurz is actually going to use his reaction to use his Draconic Essence ability. So the thing takes an additional 3 points of poison damage. But now Fur has to make a dex save. Doesn't make it, so she takes 2 points of acid damage. Has to make a con save for Mev's Dark Vision. Makes a save, so Mev, you've still got Dark Vision.
Thank fuck. I mean, I don't think this thing is moving, per se, but...
You kind of get it a bit surrounded, so... and now after that, it's Kurz's turn, and Kurz is going to just keep chomping at this thing.
Chomping at the bit.
Natural 19. My god, Kurz just does really good with his attack rolls.
Durgan.
Does he want to bite this thing, though?
You could make an insight check to see why he's still doing it, despite the damage he's taking.
It's like poisonous licorice. Sure, let's see. No.
Nope, you're not too sure. But because of the ichor
I'm
that's...
focused on other things.
Yep. The Kurz is starting to look pretty rough. As the ichor that's still on him, plus the extra that he got from biting into it, is... It's burning into him pretty bad. Alright. And that is Kurz's turn. Kindling, you're up. Okay. So, raging. Now everyone has advantage regardless, within, I think it's 10 feet of you? Or is it 30 feet? It might be 30 feet, actually.
What do we have advantage on?
Attacks. 5 feet. So anyone next to Kindling has advantage on their attacks. And it has to be a melee attack. Alright, go ahead and make your attacks, Kindling. Oh, 5 feet of the tree.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So basically everyone has advantage on this tree now?
Outside of you and Mev. Mev's 10 feet away.
Yep, pretty much all melee attacks in the tree.
No, I still have advantage because of Valkyr.
I mean from Kindling's rage, I mean. You still got it because of Valkyr, yeah.
That seems boosted.
It's not because it's... yeah. Else won't get advantage. Oh, it doesn't apply to you. You got Valkyr flanking, so you still have advantage. Or do you not consider Valkyr a friend?
Is there like a work acquaintance, really?
Both miss. Yeah. Nope, because you didn't damage it. It's only if you hit. Oh, actually, it doesn't say. Oh, no, it doesn't say. It just says anyone that attacks a treant from the range of 5 feet or less So yes, you do need to make a dex save. You fool.
You fell for one of the classic blunders.
Yep. Because you can see what it's being caused by. It's caused by the ichor that the thing has. And you make the save.
Yes, Queen.
So you sort of see the like you sort of hit the bark. It doesn't make impact, but the ichor like splashes forward. You quickly like duck to the side. On both, yeah. Nice. All right. Aki, you're up.
Aki sort of, after taking that walloping, and I guess he got a wallop, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a hit.
Should he not have also taken acid damage?
No.
Okay, so Aki from taking that wallop kind of picks himself up, sort of like wipes blood away from a big bashed bruise he now has.
I just want to point out Kindling rolled
Sort
a
of
one.
looks back in the sky, sees his storm cloud dissipating, and then casts cool lightning, and then starts whispering and swirling his hands to make the storm cloud reform. And everyone watches as another lightning bolt goes straight into the side of the tree.
Okay. It was a
3d10.
Yep.
And a DC and a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, and it's one of those as well where it's like even if they make the save, it's just half damage at
It's
that point.
half damage. Yeah.
No, that's another fail. He rolled a 5 this time, so he did even worse.
Superb.
So go ahead
Taste
and roll
my
the damage.
lightning.
6 points of damage.
Okay, Kimbany.
Taste right. No, I can't do kindling. Kimberly, sorry.
Taste my lightning!
Thank you. I think I was
Doesn't
supposed
that
to...
just sound like something he'd say?
I know, right?
Taste my lightning! It's sherbet flavor.
Oh my god.
Sure, but... Oh
I
my
call
God,
it
I need a
lightning
character.
sherbet.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to have to make a character now called Sherbet Lightning. That's such a good name.
Well, I found a use for that alt character sheet I gave you.
Correct.
Okay. That is your turn, I assume, Aki?
No, he's going to look over to... can I just do a quick, like, perception check of my companions and just see how fucked up they're looking?
With your passive perception, I don't think you even need to do a check.
Oh, okay.
Kurz is looking rough. You can see sort of... Like, he's still standing, but his legs are a bit shaky.
Would you say Kurz is the most fucked up looking?
I don't know. It's, Actually, let's see. Fur's... I mean, Fur's still trying to get the acid off her, but she looks fine. Minus the acid, she looks fine.
Mevington Bear, how are you feeling?
Mev looks hurt, but like Mev's tough. She could take a few more hits.
Okay. In that case, if Kurz is struggling...
Well,
his
about
food
Havelock,
is-
because Havelock's also taking a hit.
Oh yeah, how's Javi? Hey Javi, how you doing?
Fucking good.
Fucking good, bro. Okay, so in that case, Aki is, while sort of working on his storm cloud, he will look in front of him to Kurz. He will look to Kurz and see and go, here, this should help with the pain. And he will use 2 Balm of the Summer Cause
Okay, so that's...
as
how
a bonus
much?
action.
That's...
So it's 2d6 and then add 2 temporary hit points.
that is 7 in total. So
Excellent.
he's...
And then the 2 temporary.
Yep.
There we go. Because it does say that I can use as much dice on a bonus action as half my level.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use multiple Balm of Summer Court dice at once.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kurz still looking hurt, but not as bad as he was.
Yay.
Right. Kindling and Havelock. Call a number between 1 and 4. 2 and 3. So Kurz gets 1. Okay. That's where attack number 1's going. Attack 2 going. So Fur, Kindling, and Kurz are going to be attacked by its 3 attacks.
Oh. This is a beefy tree.
Let's see, onto... Yeah, that's a hit onto Fur. Let's see, Kindling's attack. 17, I assume, hits Kindling. Oh yeah, okay, so all 3... The attacks on all 3 made contact. So, the attack onto Fur deals... Oh, now you roll bad. I mean, that's still 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So that's 10 onto Fur. I'll do her concentration check in a second. Oh, I am so thankful you raged, Kidling, because that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage reduced down to 10.
Oh!
And the attack onto Kurz is 11. So,
love this.
Need to do concentration check for Fur. She makes a save.
Flip yes.
And oh, no. Okay. Kurz and Fur are both standing still. Fur's looking pretty rough. Kurz is not looking too hot.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. I need to add 2 hit points there because that wiped out. That wiped out those 10 hit points easily.
Boy. Okay.
Okay. But that is the Treant's turn.
Fuck them up, people.
Mev, you're up.
Woo! I don't want to take damage from molasses. Is it an action to get molasses off?
Yes. Technically, it says that an adjacent ally, but I'm just here like, well, that makes no sense. So I will allow your action to get rid of it.
Shit. What else was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask another question. I don't remember. Okay, I will go ahead and use my action for that, because I'd really like to not take damage.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
There's no roll.
No roll, it's just an action?
Yeah, you just use your action to get rid of it.
Okay.
As it says an ally, but I'm just here like, oh, there's no real point, and it just, you're calling an ally. Makes no sense.
Then I would like to try and telekinetically shove once again, because that's a bonus action.
Okay.
Alright, that's a DC 13.
It rolled a 24.
24?
Big tree!
Son of a bitch!
It's what we were saying last session. Like, I mean, yeah, you can use it as many times as you want, but big things, they got a high strength score.
I mean, I imagined in the first place that it would have a decent strength score, but man.
It rolled a natural 19.
Okay, I mean, that means max is 25. Right, yeah. Then I'm just wondering if I should move in any capacity, but I don't. Nah, I don't think so. All right, I'll end my turn.
Okay. Havelock, you're up. Yeah, so need to check a small bit.
Alright. So I'd like to move here.
Okay. So just to check, are you going to be using your action in an offensive manner?
No.
No? Okay. So where are you moving?
I'm just
Okay.
moving. I would like to take off the eye patch, tell
Mhm.
Dawes to get his ass over here,
Mm-hmm.
take the eye patch over to Mev,
Mm-hmm.
and tell her the word to activate it, and then get his ass back to me next turn.
Okay. That's 5, 10. I mean, he's got a lot of movement still. He is flying.
Oh, he can still come back to me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Get the fuck back over here, get on my head, and give me vision.
All right.
Oh my god, he's gonna fight blind, but not technically.
I mean, doesn't have like a
Oh my
blind
God.
fighting anyway.
Oh, fuck. I forgot he does.
Oh my god.
You have blind sight within range of 10 feet.
Yeah. The fuck being able to see, so long as something's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, shit.
Fucking.
Dawes, hang around. Start attacking next turn if you can, my guy. Oh,
I have
I'm
blind
turn.
fighting. Oh my god.
I forgot I took blind fighting for this exact kind of shit.
I would say what you instructed Dawes to do would be a bonus action.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take a whole lot to take off an eye patch and throw it at Dawes.
You mean Mev?
Man. Well, no, throw it at Dawes to pass to you.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Alright, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I would like to attack this turn then.
Okay, because of that, with the acid that's still on you, you do right off the bat take 4 points of acid damage.
I'm fine.
Okay, and go ahead and make an attack roll with, I believe, advantage, Kindling? Because it's the target
This
that
is fine.
it has advantage on, yeah? Like, is it 5 feet within the tree or within... Okay, yeah, so you have advantage. That misses.
Damn.
You need to make another
Alright.
dex save.
Mm-hmm.
13, no. You take a further 5 points of acid damage.
Ick. Alright, and my turn.
Okie dokie. It's now Fur's turn. Oh, within 5 feet of you. I mean, it's whatever. Even the 15 won't have hit, so... Alright. It is Fur's go. Jeez, what's she gonna do? Oh, right. Gotcha. Unfortunately, the spells that Fur has got, she's either used all her slots for, or they're also concentration, so... You know, she's gonna use her action to get the acid off of Kurz. So she's gonna accept the damage that she takes, which is another 4 points, and she's gonna make a con save now because of the damage. She's just hitting her concentration checks despite not being proficient in them. And that is gonna be her turn. Kurz. Yeah, no, Kurz is just gonna be reckless and attack. He's not gonna do a reckless attack because he can't, but he does have advantage because of, yeah, that... Does that hit? That just hits. Brings it down to... Okay. And it's gonna get dex save. Makes the dex save as well. Look at old Kurz. Alright, that is Kurz's turn. Kindling, you're up. Alright. Go ahead and start wailing on this thing. That hits, and the second one just hits. Oh, rage damage is on there, so that's an extra 2 onto that. Oh, I think your rage damage is 2. You make the save on the first one, not the second one, though. Okay. Creature's looking rough. Creature's looking quite rough now. Also, ugh. Kinley, you take 12 points of acid damage. Okay. Aki, you're up.
Okay, second verse, same as the first. I would like to fucking hit this barky bastard with another bolt of lightning. So there's another deck save, please.
Okie dokie, I don't know why. It's kind of like Mev wanting to do a stealth check in heavy armor. It's like, why bother? Oh, no. That's an 11.
Lovely. 18 damage, please.
Ooh! Yeah, it felt that.
And then, is Kurt still looking a bit fucky-wucky?
Yes.
Okay, in his magnanimity, Aki will use 3 Balm the Summer Court.
Okay.
So that's 3d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
3d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
Yay.
Ooh, good rolls, good rolls.
You're welcome, Kurs. Keep buying your spicy fajitas.
That is 15 total.
You're very welcome, Kurs.
And plus an additional 3. You know, just to make it easy, I'll just bring it up to the actual number. There's not really much of a difference there. Okay. And that's your turn?
That's my action, my bonus action. Now I've got my movement to do. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. It's Treant's turn.
Sausages.
Yeah, you know, for its first attack, it's going to throw a rock at you, Aki.
Yay.
Thankfully, it misses unless your armor's 12.
No, 15.
Okay, the rock misses. And for his next 2 turns, you know, he's going to go for Curse and Kindling. Actually, is he? You know what? He's going. One second, let me just quickly check something here. Yeah, he's going to go for Curse and Kindling since those are the 2 melees that have damaged him and got his attention. Okay, so the attack on Curse hits, the attack on Kindling misses. Curse takes...
I'm keeping you alive.
And in that single punch, he's practically wiped out the health you gave him.
Oh well.
Yeah, you know, the Treant is going to... I'm aware of all the attack of opportunities it's going to get, but it is going to try to move here. So, Kindling, Havelock, Mevalef, and Fur get an attack of opportunity on it.
Alright. No.
I assume the attack of opportunity would still be... Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, well, I have an alpha would hit. Okay, Can you make a dex save for me, Havelock? So you take 9 points of acid damage. However, how do you want to do this?
Ooh.
Can I see his token a little more clearly, please?
Sure. Let me... I'll just drag it back here since it was moving away.
You see that little hole that he has in the corner right here?
Yep.
I want to fucking
Gonna
slice
fuck it.
through that.
Alright. So you sort of you sort of watch as the tree ant sort of like turns, and as it does, have like you sort of like latch onto it. The acid sort of like burns into your hand, but you use the momentum, and use that momentum to essentially smash into the hole in the bark. It finds purchase for a second. There's a small bit of resistance before you feel it break through. You feel your arm begin to burn from the acid, but the tree ant sort of like stiffens up and then slowly just falls like a tree would, landing over here. It is dead.
Did it just crush our tent?
It might have. Was your tent there?
But considering that we were there, I was assuming that our tent was there.
Your tent is now buried under several feet of dead tree ant.
Oh boy. I mean, I have another tent, but I don't have a 2-person tent. Yeah, Mev just looks at it. Fuck.
Oh. Shit, your worldly possessions are now underneath a dead tree ant, aren't they?
Well, move it!
How? I'm not a fucking hill giant.
You're built like one.
It takes one to know one, I suppose. Okay.
Again, can I try and fucking push this thing with the telekinetic shove? I'm hoping I can.
Sure. I will.
What would I have to make for that? It doesn't say.
You used intelligence to when you got telekinetic, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check. We'll just use the ability that you used for it. 11.
11.
I will say that the people that are trying to lift the tree ant up get advantage on their strength checks from it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. How does that go to lift it? Can you take a closer look at the black e-core again?
Sure. Fur is not going to help. Fur is instead going to quickly help get the ichor off everybody.
He'll help lift as well.
So Fur is going to get it off of kindling. Though Fur takes 2 points of acid damage from that, because she's still got hers on there. So while this is all happening, Havelock, because you've still got the acid on you, you take 11 points of acid damage still, before Fur's able to get the ichor off you. I would say, with those strength checks, yeah, you're able to roll it off. Just so that Havelock isn't fumbling around in the dark, I'm going to make this thing emit light again. There we go. Alright, and then before Fur gets the acid off herself finally... Ooh. She took 12 points of acid damage there, but she finally gets it off. So now none of you are covered in the ichor.
Woo!
Spicy.
Alright. Did Aki figure out what this was? No.
So...
I rolled a 4.
A 4, yeah, no. The only thing you can ascertain from it is it's a natural part of the tree.
Mev looks to you, like examining this thing. You know, You could always try and like put it in a fucking jar and bring it somewhere.
Well, I don't exactly have a. If this can melt through clothes, armor, and skin, I don't think I have a container strong enough for it.
Fuck around and find out. Mev takes out a vial.
Mhm.
She is going to try and scoop some of this up.
Okay. Easy enough. The Trient is been producing a decent amount of it, as is. Slight singe on your fingers, not enough for damage, but you are able to get the some of the acid into a vial.
It doesn't melt through the glass or anything.
Doesn't seem so.
Alright. I mean, these are potion grades, so.
You can lick the ichor if you would like, Havelock.
Oh my god.
Havelock, what the fuck?
Every time Anna fucking does something, like, all my reaction can be is, oh my god, why would you do that?
We can't take you anywhere.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, I assume you lick it, Havelock. It tastes like sheer pain as you take 4 points of acid damage.
Oh my god.
As your tongue is burning. As it is stuck to your tongue.
So as Aki is still taking a closer look and looking at it in the vial, he just looks over to Havelock, just take a big old lick.
His
And
tongue
just
is
goes-
like pitch black from the ichor.
Oh
And
my
just go-
god.
And just go, and Aki goes, "My dear boy, Havelock, what kind of devilry compels
Why
you to do
would you do that?
And he quickly runs back over to the fire to the campsite, grabs his water skin, and throws it at Havelock.
Give him the bone.
Oh yes, here. He uses his last bomb of the summer court to fucking help Havelock.
Havelock's a fucking idiot.
Are you
So
wiping?
that would be
Are you
one-
wiping
that'd
the
be,
ichor off your tongue?
D6 plus, and then 1 temporary hit point, please. Havelock.
Oh my god. Get it off of your fucking mouth. Okay, no, I'm not doing this. Mev goes up to Havelock, forces his jaw open, and starts getting off the fucking ichor. No,
Okay.
you don't get a choice now.
Tom,
Yes.
what would be a roll to test short-term memory?
Intelligence or wisdom, probably.
Okay, I'll go wisdom then. I guess with Aki's eyesight, would he have noticed that there were 2 treants?
Yes, you very much noticed there were 2 treants. However, make a perception check.
Oh, hold on. Oh, 1 second. Please, please, please. Okay, we're good. I'll get +5 for this because the thing's still on.
Ooh. So that is
D4,
10,
10,
15.
15.
You sort of realize this and sort of like pause and listen. Don't hear any sound of those footsteps.
I've just realised, literally, yeah, the worst. Yeah, I know. The worst I can roll in perception's 10. Oh Jesus. Okay. Can Aki? Does Aki? Actually, no. Aki needs to stay by the fire. Aki's gonna step back from the tree and just go. There's another. This fellow here came with a companion, huh? We need to be on the watch in case he makes a return.
Well, do you think we need to move? This thing is pretty fucking big.
I don't know if we have If we moved camp, would we have time to get a long? Those who haven't had a long rest, would we have time if we moved camp now to get a long rest?
You'll still be able to, you just have to set off a little bit later the next day.
Okay, Echoes. Called us trespassers. I fear you're correct. We may have to move the camp. I don't know how to detect magic. Aki just looks around at the destruction one last time over at the at the dead tree, and he goes, "Right, Telaria, we're moving. We have to find it somewhere else for the night, or what remains of it."
Right. Okay.
Alright, Fer needs to make 2 con saves because she did take acid twice. Still keeps hold of the dark vision. Don't know why it says advantage. Still keeps hold of the dark vision.
Yes, Aki goes back over to his camp, to his section of the camp. He gives the fire a kick to properly put out the embers, and grabs his bag and the rest of his belongings, and makes himself ready to head off, trek into the night.
I don't know if you travel particularly far. I don't know about you guys, but I am not in the state to do that.
I agree.
Just enough that if they search the perimeter or something, they will not find us.
I'll say an hour then, yeah?
Yeah.
Keep on. Yes, keep just traversing through this jungle until we find a clear, some sort of clearing or somewhere where we could defend.
Excellent,
Stay
got
there,
it.
and we stay there until, well, at this rate, probably well into the morning to get properly rested.
Alright. Okay, so. Because you're not travelling for a particularly long period of time, you don't need to worry about any rolls. Eventually, you do find a separate clearing. A bit more cramped than the previous one. Also, as well, Mev, with the state of your double tent, several of the supports are completely busted, and part of the waterproofing has been burnt through by the acid. But it's salvageable.
I don't suppose Tinker's tools would help right now.
Yeah, actually might. You never know.
It might. Well, I have Tinker's tools.
I mean,
no.
you can't work on it while you're walking, but I'm just saying there is an opportunity to repair it.
Again. Honestly, we're probably going to have to rest longer.
Fucking imagine if we just bump into Bambi again.
Uh,
You fuckers, you're back, okay.
Alrighty. Alright, so you eventually find this smaller clearing, and you continue where you left off with your long rest. So, Kinlan, go ahead and make your roll with advantage,
Oh yeah, Aki personal level.
because Fer is more preoccupied with tending to curs.
And then +5.
So that is 22 total. Suddenly 20 trick no. Your continuation of your watch goes off without incident. And eventually, Mev and Havelock, you both wake up to your shift.
Does that mean we got short rest, so hit die?
I would say in total, like, given that the watches have clearly gone on a little bit longer, that's... Well, actually, no, yeah, yours would be a short rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Already, because you said, like, oh yeah, we had a long rest.
Yeah, so trade off, so
Mhm.
yeah, okay. Just need to roll some hit die. Oh, I'll roll one more. Alright, yeah, that'll do.
Jeez. 10,
Yeah,
11,
how long?
12.
Alright.
Okay. So. Let's see. Okay. So, Kindling and Fur finish their watch and head to sleep. As Fur drifts off to sleep, Mev, your dark vision fades.
Makes sense. Alright. I mean, it's like early morning.
Yeah.
Question mark, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more canopy cover, but there's enough light, that early morning light coming through, that you don't need to worry too much about it. It's just more dim light at this point. So yeah,
Alright.
decide on how you're doing your perception check.
Do you want to roll with advantage, or are we doing it separate? Alright. You roll, or should I? Yeah, go ahead.
Damn.
Take back my iPad. Actually, as you fucking do that, Mev looks at you. I knew you didn't have just one fucking eye. Constantly keep toying with me. Not a glass. Open your eye. You sure as fuck do. And Mev takes out her fucking dagger. Open your eye, or I will give you a glass eye. Fuck him. You are a piece of shit and a child. Mev flops by the new campfire that they set up. Are you going to help me fix this fucking tent? Seriously? We live in this tent together. Again. You know, I only needed 5 more sessions of Tinker's Tools in order to be proficient in it. So I guess this counts as a fucking session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can't teach you until I'm proficient. Alright. We will go ahead and try to fix our tent. Do we need to roll something for that? Like, what do we
Yep.
need?
So I would say for the Tinker's Tools. Yeah, let's go with intelligence. So D20 plus your intelligence. Either that or or it's
D20.
Dex. So I'm pretty sure.
No. No, it's not. Thank you. So D20 plus intelligence, and I'm
That's
guessing that's
not
advantage
proficient.
because
Is
Havelock's
Havelock
helping me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
18. You can't do anything for the waterproofing part of it. That's gonna require like patching up with like leatherworking tools and such. But with the various branches and such around, you are able to sort of roughly cobble something together. It doesn't look pretty,
Cool.
and you're fairly sure it's not going to last you for a extremely long time. But for the time being, it should hold until you can get it properly repaired.
All right. Yeah. No. We'll take it. I guess this will work for now.
Alrighty. So, eventually your watch comes to an end. Everybody wakes up and prepares themselves after the hectic first day in the Murrag. So, is there anything that anyone wishes to do prior to setting off, outside of obviously your normal eating stuffs?
Let me just now that the night went off without any other fights. Let me just give myself back everything up to full. Okay, what's going on? I think. Actually, I think. Yeah, I think Aki's cool.
Alrighty.
Actually, he will sort of go over to Havelock in the morning and go, this is probably an incredibly asinine question, but we haven't gone exactly for a morning jog in a while. I'm not quite sure this is a good jogging environment, is it? But
Mev looks at Aki when he says that. Like, do you not fucking remember what happened last time you were in a forest
Yeah, true.
and you left? Do some fucking runs in place. Or some crunches. Look at your stomach. It's all tubby. Tighten up.
Aki fucking like looks down at his stomach and it's like it's like naturally muscular, sort of like slender fit. It's like you think I'm getting fat?
I mean, you've always been a little bit chunky. Not that that's a problem. But if you're going to exercise and say, like, oh, maybe we should jog in the fucking Murrag, do some crunches first.
At least it shows that you can still see me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right. Seems that you lost. It seems that the good that your good side of the sleeping bag is currently under the tree ant. Okay.
She looks at Havelock. Go ahead, go fucking exercise.
I mean, if you to solve the problem last time, you can join us if you'd like.
No, Havelock told me he didn't want me joining. What do you mean I'm joining? You said you don't want me to.
Seems his mind changes with the breeze.
You specifically said it was like a guy's thing. Suddenly it's not a guy's thing.
I fear we may have said that once, just to elicit a reaction from you, but I imagine not.
It's
What a weird
fine,
thing.
you know, change your mind.
It's our thing to have gender barriers on.
Okay then.
Okay. Alright. So what are we doing?
I assume the three of you are partaking in exercise.
Oh yeah, brother. I think. Yeah, I'll go to. This is such a dumb idea. Okay, yeah, this was so stupid.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, let's just like not do a run. Let's just do some fucking calisthenics or something. Yeah,
Make a
so
fucking athletics check.
You push-ups, crutches, some burpees.
Oh
Okay,
no, the burpees.
what are burpees again?
It's where you sort of like go down, do a push-up, stand up, and then jump up. Yep.
Oh yeah, they suck.
They're really good, but they suck.
I just fucking plank.
God, if Ring Fit Adventure
athletics.
decides, oh, I'm gonna hear if Ring Fit Adventure's like, hey, so next you're doing 30
I am
burpees.
rolling terribly today. Like, just horrible.
Fur is not going to watch, and instead she's going to, with Kurz, go and collect the various traps that had been set. But eventually you finish your morning workout. Fur comes back with all the traps, barring one. And
Did we get anything?
afraid not.
That's what I thought. Alright.
Fur's just sort of like there, so I'm looking a little bit, it's like, one of the traps went off, but whatever was in there broke out of it. It's fucked.
The trap?
Yeah.
Fuck me! Mev flops on the fucking grass. Ugh. What an awful fucking morning.
Yeah. This is
My
just...
tent is destroyed. We were all set on like sticky fire. Fuck.
There's a reason
It's-
the Murrag has a
Ugh.
reputation it does. I think we're
It's
seeing
Fine,
firsthand.
just set it in my bag. I'll try to fuck with it later.
I need to go get it then, because I kind of left it there, but I'll go grab it.
Thank you.
Takes a few minutes, but eventually Fur does come back with the trap.
Yeah. Just put it in my bag. I have tools.
It looks like one of the hinges has been practically sheared off.
It's okay. Alright, yeah. I'll take that. One broken ass trap.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So then, you continue on your second day in the Murrag. I need someone to roll a d12.
Who did it last? Anyone remember?
So Fur
I
did the first
actually
roll. So Fur did the very first roll, and then there was a second roll that was made. So it was whoever was after
that
Fur.
was Havelock, so it's kindling now.
d12.
And then next would be me.
Alright. So you rolled an 8.
8.
Okay. Roll another d12 for me. I actually think that's the same roll that practically the same rolls that happened on day 1. Barring Furs. Okay. So, you begin traveling through on the next day. The travel seems a little bit easier in comparison. Specifically, it doesn't feel as humid, actually. In fact, the temperatures are a lot cooler, which is good, given the amount of humidity that a jungle typically has. Eventually, you begin to smell something. It smells rancid and rotten, sort of directly ahead of you. You can't see what is causing it, but the smell has traveled far, it seems.
Would I be able to sort of make an educated guess about what the smell could be?
I would say it's just based on the strength of it. You can already tell. It smells like something that is rotting, decaying.
God, please don't tell me one of you did that. I think Aki's gonna
No.
follow his nose and see where the smell's coming from.
Okay. You make your way through, following the smell. It gets much stronger as you approach. Actually, just to spice this up a bit, roll a d20 for me, Aki.
Oh boy. Yeet. 9.
Okay. So, you continue to follow the stench as it gets stronger, until eventually you arrive at not so much the clearing, but an area where the forest is less dense. There's a lot of dried blood around this area, and you sort of see the origin. Well, I say see the origin of it. It's kind of difficult to see because the area is overrun with various insects and such that are feasting on the 2 corpses that are
I'm guessing this.
in the
I'm
middle.
guessing the smell must be the smell of being this close to the rot must be nauseating.
Yes, at this point you're maybe about 30 feet away. But at this point, like, it's bad.
Is it decomposed to the level where I can't tell what the corpses were?
You can see that they're sort of starting to decompose, being sped up by this mass of insects.
Okay, what is it?
You actually notice it is... Wait a second, because I need to get the visual description of these creatures, because I don't remember them off the top of my head. Where are they? Well, one of them looks somewhat familiar to you. Definitely not the same, but you see what looks to be a almost like elven female with, at this point, mostly, even strewn around her, various flowers and what appears to be a sort of set of antlers.
This isn't Bambi, is it?
Doesn't appear to look akin to it.
Is it the same situation where the antlers might look like they're like part of her head?
What's left of it, yeah.
And what's the other thing?
The other one is just checking. I just need to quickly, because again, like, I have the name of the creature, but I don't, off the top of my head, have its. There we go. It looks almost like a large wolf. But the interesting part of it is that it has like almost like goblin-like ears.
Huh. I don't recognize it, do I?
No, you do not. But you can see there's just like a flood of insects coming out of the gash in its throat.
I'll call over to Mevelair for her to come over.
Okay. Mev walks over.
Look like someone we know.
I mean, I don't think so, but does it, Tom?
Doesn't appear so. based on what you recall from Bambi, this particular one is shorter than Bambi.
It doesn't look like it, but Mev leans down.
You guys are still about 30 feet away from it, unless you want to get closer to it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were right by it. Sorry.
Nope. You guys
Yeah,
are 30 feet
okay.
away from it. I'd say like the entire ground around like the clearing is covered in like just blood and insects that are clearly enjoying the feast.
I'm going to pop Valkyr by it.
Okay.
Or the bugs set off.
There's a few seconds where they sort of like run over Valkyr's feet. Before eventually they sort of like begin to converge around his legs. Like at this point, Valkyr, who's normally stoic, is just sort of like you see him like lock down. And so like try to brush them off. And you then watch as Valkyr just
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
Well
Nope.
then.
We are not going to get near that unless you have a fucking Molotov.
Can I start a fire? What on earth's a Molotov?
Fucking. Oh, look. That might be a decent idea if you can conjure something that will either set them on fire or, it's probably safer if we gave them something else to eat.
yeah, counterpoint on the whole set something on fire. We're in a forest right now.
That's why I said that was better for something sweet.
Well, do you think there's any possibility that these insects killed these two? I heard tale of ravenous insects in the past, but I assume they were just to terrify schoolchildren.
Right, Havelock summons a gallon of honey and dumps it in a trail away.
Oh, we're going to attract bears.
It does draw away several, like maybe about a third of the insects.
Does anyone have a torch?
Mev
I got several.
has a lantern. Ah, there's my
We-
torches.
I need
Take
an
your poison, Aki.
I need an open flame, and Aki will take one of the torches and will use Druidcraft to set the torch alight, and then start just like waving it through the air, like.
So you're walking into the clearing with the torch.
Yeah, and hopefully this might scare them off, or at least make them move around the fire, and hopefully around me.
Make an intimidation check.
Piss. Okay, I'm the least intimidating person alive, but okay. Anyone behind me just want to like put a scary face or something to help me out?
Nope, this is all you.
Yeah, it's like,
Into a buggy grave I go. Yeah.
3. You get about 10 feet in before you feel them begin to crawl up your legs.
Okay, get off. Please.
And as you do, you suddenly feel them begin to bite into your legs. So let me just...
That's fun. I don't think I can help you without stabbing you. Or getting bugs on me.
So... Yeah, that'll hit. Wow. You
Yeah,
take...
$2.
How much do I take?
You take, well, they've rolled decently low. 9 points of piercing damage.
Boy, howdy. Okay.
And the one minus the ones that have gone to the honey are starting to converge on you. What are you doing, Aki? Are you running? Are you saying?
Aki is running
Okay.
back, and sort of trying to, while running, and I guess now with the bite mark, sort of running and sort of like limping backwards, trying to sort of bash the bugs or like shoo them away with the torch as he goes.
Okay. They do give chase for a little bit, but as you make your way back into the clearing, they sort of stop and reconverge over the corpses.
Okay, that was possibly one of the worst ideas I've ever had. May I be permission to be glib, please?
You don't necessarily need our permission for that.
Okay, great. Fuck this place.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Right, should we perhaps leave these infernal beings to their feast?
Unfortunately.
Because look, if it's a creature that also like similar to Bambi, where there's some sort of fake creature who lost a battle to like this whatever this weird wolf thing is, and then ravenous insects came afterwards.
Maybe that's not the case, though. Bambi had a deer friend. Maybe this is their pet or familiar.
With being 30 feet away, would I be able to see if if they're like? No, it's too decomposed and too eaten. Never mind. Oh, possibly, although. Look,
Here's a better question. Is there anything on the wolf that would identify it as domesticated?
No.
No.
You don't see any sign of a collar or anything.
No trinkets, no nothing? No
Nothing
pack?
at all.
Alright.
Is it microchipped?
I figure that's a better question than, hey, is it injured? Of course it's injured. It's being eaten.
Dead, bro.
Yeah.
Any signs of a struggle? There is a lot of blood in the clearing.
Alright, I think. Damn blast! Let's just leave these. Let's just leave these things be. Okay, we have nothing to gain then from combating a horde of insects. Except
Maybe. Havelock, can you mark the place? I mean, I doubt we'll fucking miss it, but.
this is a fucking explosion.
Yeah. If we're still nearby and, I don't know, we pick up a corpse on the way, it would be better off distracting them.
Easy enough to do. There are many trees of which unwillingly will accept your Eldritch Blast.
Rip to the tree.
R.I.P.
Okay. I mean, with how many trees there are, you literally cannot miss.
Ooh, 1 force. Do you basically just knock the leaves off?
It's got like a hole in it.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, it kind of blasts the bark off it, but nothing else beyond that. Or at least blasts the bark on the impact area. Okay.
Havelock, I don't mean to be a policeman on your actions. Well, what am I saying? I do. I am trying to plead the case here that we are humble travelers and friends of the forest. Perhaps it might be damaging the case slightly of blowing up every other tree we see.
I mean, I did ask him specifically for this.
Exactly, but I think if we want to be, we probably have a less intrusive mark than cinder and rubble, you know?
I mean, hey, trees are resilient. I think unless he knocks it down, I don't think we gotta worry.
Yes, in the same way. Well, I suppose if so, does that mean if I punch a particular redoubtable man in the face, he shouldn't be angry at me?
We have curry powder.
Well, who has a dagger or a blade we could borrow?
That was the first thing I suggested, and then Havelock started blowing up trees previously. Remember?
I'm also
I do
pretty
remember.
sure everyone other than Kindling here has a blade.
I mean, technically, Kindling has a blade.
He's got 10. He's got his claws.
No, I mean
Well,
weapon. Never mind. If that's the case, then we could just say, "Oh, have Kurz just scratch the tree." She like turns and then
Curse?
just yells out in
Yeah.
Draconic, which Kindling understands. Is, no, Kurz, I didn't mean literally. As you can see, Kurz is just sort of like almost like scratch posting the tree.
Well, I was about to say it.
Oh, he's a kitty cat. I suppose. Have you ever tried snipping Kurz's claws from like getting too long?
No, I can't just leave him to his own devices on that.
Fair enough, I suppose. Alright, should we see what fresh hell awaits us? The rest of this place. So we got man-eating insects. So hopefully, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? We've had deadly trees, man-eating insects.
Creatures of the forest fighting other creatures of the forest.
Yes. Let's see what else is within this cornucopia, shall we?
Alright. If that's the case then, since you said you're next, Mev, roll a d12.
Whoa. After this, the fucking 15-minute warning, I guess.
Oh, you're leaving in 15 minutes. Jeez, I lost track of time.
Oh yes.
I'm not leaving, but I have to get ready.
In 15 minutes, so essentially, yeah, we should be looking to wrap it up soon. Got it. Got it. Okay. Roll a d6 for me, Mev. Okay. You continue making your way through the jungle. You feel like you've been twisting and turning as you travel. Until eventually you find a clearing. But something seems off about it. Mostly because you can see what appears to be a trench that's sort of like been dug up on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And a few, at this point, nearly completely rotted away, but very clearly like what appears to be a few ropes hanging between the trees.
Can I look up into the canopy and see if I spot any movement or anything up there?
Sure, make a perception check.
Yeah. 17 and there we go. 21.
Doesn't appear to be anything up in the trees.
Can I go over to the... Wait, how low hanging were the ropes, did you say?
They're about maybe like at the lowest point, maybe about 6 feet above the ground.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll go over and have a look at one of the ropes.
All right. As
Does it
you
look like
As you sort of like stand next to one of the ropes, you sort of like look down and realize that there appears to be a leather fabric sort of covered in a significant amount of moss.
Oh, piss. This is a trap, isn't it?
No, doesn't seem like it. You don't find yourself suddenly falling into a pit, you're just standing on what appears to be like a leather covering.
I will stand back from the rope and see if I can pull away the leather covering.
Alright. You pull it away, and you can see very rotted, like, fabric. Like, clearly it's been exposed to elements for some time now.
What was it hiding, though?
Doesn't appear to be anything, but as you sort of, like, look around, you begin to notice several more of these in this clearing.
Where's this place? Just to check. As a ritual,
Mm-hmm.
could I cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Sense of present magic within 30 feet of you.
Okay, so that's a 10-minute wait.
And just like, 10-minute wait. And then, like, as I'm going around trying to find, like, trying to figure out, like, yeah, I'll go around and have a look at, like, these fabric mats and things. And hopefully, and then sort of going around with Detect Magic on as I'm going.
Okay, what does everyone else do during those 10 minutes?
You said there's like fucking ropes hanging everywhere.
Yeah, there's a handful more around the outer skirts. And it seems that below them there appears to be these moss-coloured, like, leather coverings and rotten cloth.
Okay. I guess I'd just like to inspect the area to see maybe like if these were put up recently.
Okay,
or where they may have come from.
Make an investigation check. You know what, Phil will give you a helping hand on that one too.
Okay, I'll roll again. Wow.
13.
Wow.
It's with just based on how much they've degraded, they are very old. So are you asking, like, if you knew where they were from?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. You do see what appears to be like maybe like part of an emblem on part of the cloth, but it's, again, like, it's in such a bad state it's hard to tell.
Okay.
While going around, can I keep an eye out for any druidic markings or
Perception check.
or signs and symbols? Okay.
Kindling and Havlog, what are you guys doing?
What was it, 19?
Looking around, as in, like, just keeping an eye on the surroundings, or looking at stuff, or
Fucking just eating honey. God damn it.
inspecting the surrounding. Okay, can they make an investigation check? And you can make a perception check, Havlock, if you'd like to. Depending on how engrossed you are in your honey.
I just love the idea of us going it's like, it seems like this might have been some sort of temporary camp or settlement. But
Okay.
I mean, like, hey guys, this honey's delicious.
Okay.
You trying to drink?
So your detect magic picks up a few things, most on your comrades' persons, like Mev and Havlock's weapons and the shoes that Havlock had picked up. But you also sense sort of like in the middle, somewhat a little bit under, seemingly under the ground, you sense a weak magical presence there.
In the middle, under the ground.
Yes, underneath one of the coverings.
Okay, I will start. I will go over to that covering and see if I can find what's under the ground.
Okay. So you begin sort of like digging up some of the dirt as this happens. You'll say like, "What are you doing?"
Is that what you hear?
Yeah, Ver saying, "What are you doing?"
Sorry. I was using a technique to pick up on magical residue in the area, and there was a slight spark of it under the ground here.
Okay, Kurz? Kurz just sort of like walks up and begins like just helping you out on there. It doesn't particularly speed it up, but it's only about 2 feet down. And inside you can see a wooden box.
Huh. I'm guessing. What does it look like? I'm guessing it's a bit battered and a bit weathered and a bit rotted from being under the ground.
Yes, the sort of it has sort of like it's one of those wooden boxes where it's like the edges have got metal on them. I forget what it's properly called. Which is rusted. There is a latch, but no sign of it being locked. However. And the magical presence that you can feel is within the box itself.
Aki will... I think Aki will set it on the ground, stand up, put out his scimitar, use the edge of the blade, put it under the lip of the box, and flip it open.
Okay. You lift it open. There's some muddy water at the bottom, but you can see what looks to be almost like a rolled up piece of parchment.
Aki will go onto one knee and put out the parchment.
Okay. It's all soaked, but this is what's giving off the magical aura. You can assume, based with detect magic, that it's some sort of preservation magic.
What's preservation magic again?
I know it's one of the schools.
And don't say the magic of preservation.
No, it isn't. It's, a second. I know it's one of them. I think technically it's enchantment.
Okay.
Yeah, because evocation is like damage, divination is sight, conjuration is turning, or it's abjuration. It might be abjuration actually. Yes, it's abjuration magic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Would I know why someone would bury a scroll like this in the ground?
You have no idea.
I'll go to Havelock and say, my dear boy, not right now. You're having just globs of honey by itself. No accoutrement. Your teeth will rot out of your skull, my friend. Right, well, look, I have something to show you, and I'd like your perspective, please. I found... he takes out the water-damaged scroll, piece of paper, and goes, look, I found this in a chest in the middle of the camp, buried in the ground. Seems to be some kind of preservation magic. Do you have any idea about it? Okay, I check. How clean are Havelock's hands? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he hands over the paper to you.
So you sort of like unroll the parchment, you can see that there is a what appears to be an emblem up in the top right corner, of essentially like almost like a ribbon with some buildings sort of like above it, and then below it is what appears to be almost like a quarry of sorts. But written on it, you can see specifically the dates, and then the writing below it. It says that this appears to have been dated the 8th of April, 1441 of Allure.
Okay.
And in the letter itself, it says, "This is a tracker report for any future expeditions. We are currently in day 18 of the first expedition. I've encountered woodland creatures, both expected and unexpected. Issues which have harried us since day one continue to get worse. Food situation is now considered dire, and our current fatalities and desertions approach 30%. Fallen have been buried in accordance to their beliefs and marked with their swords. We'll attempt to leave upon spotting the Northern Diamond and using that as our guide." And if you're struggling to write that in notes, I can put those in. I can put the letter in the campaign notes.
Please do.
Okie dokie. Probably a few typos there, because usually when I make my notes, I don't type them
Cool,
well. There we go.
It's thoroughly Beasley. Do I know what the Northern Diamond is?
Yes, the Northern Diamond is a set of 5 stars in the rough shape of a diamond that, if you look up in the night sky, is northward.
Yes. The Northern Diamond is it's a cluster of skies commonly used for it's a cluster of stars commonly used for navigation. It points roughly north. I'm surprised, being a man of the sea, you wouldn't know that. But perhaps you were the ship's navigator. Yes, it seems. Also, do you? Also, I fear in an environment like this, the food would putrefy. Even if they were to decide to lose all base morality and decide to eat their compatriots, that the flesh would putrefy rather quickly in this humidity, wouldn't it? I'm sure they'd have the choice. But it all makes sense now. North Zamahan expedition camp. Abandoned rather quickly, given this state of things. Where were the other magical residues, by the way, Tom?
The only other magical residues you saw is Havelock and Mev's weapons and the boots that Havelock had picked up when you were making your way to Sangan.
Cool. Okay. Must have abandoned this quickly and gone home. Marked it on mountains. Was there anything else in the box apart from the scroll and muddy water?
Nope, just that.
Okay.
But also as well, just one thing. One sec. Just because I say like that 1441 of Allure, that was several years ago.
What year is it right now again, sorry?
That's why I'm just quickly grabbing the notes for. It is 1450 of Allure.
Tell you what, I'll grab fur as well, and see. I'll go. Fur. We have some news about this site.
Yeah.
If you're so interested to know. Hey, I don't see why not. Unless you decide to use it as bunghole fodder, I suppose you can be trusted with it. Look, I have discovered what this clearing was used as, and why it's in a bit of a bedraggled state. It seems to be some final expedition point for the first Zamahan expedition into the Murrag.
Huh.
Exactly. See, Here, have a look. Show him the letter. Show her. Bird's a girl, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a girl.
Show her the letter. Have a look.
I mean,
Also,
the
I suppose if you're interested in the mud water, there's plenty of it left in the box if you'd like.
No, I can read. It's in common.
It's a very literate society, actually. I'm quite impressed.
She sort of reads it a little bit. I mean, the emblem's a little bit different, but yeah, that's Sangan's crest.
Now, do you know if they left a note here? Do you think intending for others to come by and pick it up in case of another expedition?
Yeah, essentially, it's meant to be sort of like a waymark point. That was one of the things that I was told to look for when I was here for the first day of the expedition. For the third expedition, I should say.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So it says. So, I'm like reading back the letter. Does it give the inclination that this was like the final stop, or they kept going?
Based on how it's written, it sounds like this was where they gave up and were going to try and find a way back home.
Okay.
And if they wanted to get back to Sangan, the Northern Diamond would be their best bet. Straight north, and well, Sangan's straight north of the Murrag.
Of course. Well, do you know if they would have left any other supplies at all for behind, or?
Not based on this.
Alright.
I mean, typically they don't leave supplies. That was the job of the second and third expedition. Make little supply points.
Alright.
I mean, essentially, if I remember, it was first expedition went as far as they could. Second expedition then would have made a supply point and then went further. Third would have then leapfrogged off it. I say, was meant to. Because from what I've heard, none of them ever found these places, and the fact that we found it, yeah, I think we're the first people in the 9 years since the first expedition that ever found this place. Yep.
Yeah, Peach is gone. She's gone to get ready.
It's okay, we can wrap this up quick.
And we found it just by pure dumb luck. What time of day is it? We just started off, haven't we?
It's evening at this point. You've been traveling for a full day.
Okay. Well, I suppose you don't mind. I suppose they seem to have found themselves a decent little camping spot here. And Aki says, well, I suppose it's probably the good a place as any to halt for the night, don't you think?
Yeah, there might be a few old traps. Probably don't work, but I trust these lot with their trap placement than I would any of us. No offense.
Of course, none taken. And like looking at like the fabric mats he's picked up, I'm guessing they're pretty filthy, aren't they?
The top part of it that's been exposed to the elements more, absolutely, and the cloth is completely unsalvageable. The underside leather, I mean, it's dirty, but it's not like moss-covered dirt.
Okay, just wondering. So, suppose we couldn't even use this to sleep on. Oh well, waste of good leather. Aki will go back over to the ropes again.
Mm-hmm.
He gives one of them a tug. Is it enough to support his weight?
No, it falls apart as you tug it.
Of course. Can you figure out why the ropes were there?
Based on your knowledge, they were probably used to prop up what you sort of conclude is the tent.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, cool. And then I'm guessing both the ropes are just completely rotten and useless.
Yeah. Like, it's a miracle that they've held up this long.
Okay. Yeah, and that goes. Well, it looks like all the supplies they needed were just all the supplies they had. They took back to Sangan. Oh well. I suppose we can set up shop in their old home. It'd be a nice little curio for the folks back in Sangan if we ever make it back. Right. And
Not a lot of them did.
Aki again goes back to the. Is it quite wet ground?
No.
So where did the water in the box come from then?
You assume it's from 9 years of rain.
That makes sense. Okay, so then Aki will sort of cover the dirt back up and build the fire over the hole.
Mm-hmm.
As like a little sort of makeshift fire pity kind of thing. And then he will start, and then he will start, and then he will sort of say, "All right, everyone. I suppose this is where we're stopping for the night. Everyone, sit down. Everyone, settle in and take a load off. Enjoy yourselves." As he'll set his bag down on the floor and just do a big stretch and then sit down cross-legged by the fire.
Okay. And as you all sit and prepare yourselves for your next night within the Murrag, that's what we're going to call it for this session.
Tom, what is it with you and fucking man-eating bugs?
They're a good thing to have.
Yeah, fun.
Do you want to know how many you could have potentially fought in that?
How many?
17.
Nice!
Which, if you guys had AoE, you'd be like, that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I do have AoE, I suppose?
Well, technically you reduced it down to 12 because of the honey.
Yeah, true. I suppose I could have just fucking moonbeamed like mad around.
Yeah, pretty much. They
Annoyingly with cool light. Actually, no, cool lightning. I think it's like you use anything like anywhere like 5 feet away from a spot has to roll 3d10. So I suppose if I pick a spot right in the middle of all the things, we can few of them.
Yeah, and how much is that? Is it? Did you say it's 3d10?
3d10, and if you use it when it's already stormy weather, it's 4d10.
Yeah, so literally with that, like, you would have had to have rolled fairly high, above average, but you would have one-shotted each swarm of insect with a lightning strike.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it is, yeah, I know.
So it was a case of, like, yes, there were a lot of them, but it was literally a swarm encounter.
I don't know.
Like, the entire purpose of it there, because I know, at this point, well, actually now with less players, like, you kind of have to be worried about everything, because, like, those tree ents, or the tree ent, I should say, by himself nearly got you, but I know, like, especially if you guys are susceptible to swarms.
Hell yeah.
So having those encounters, but as I said, now it appears that even regular tough enemies hurt you, because, again, a single tree ant, I'm pretty sure, nearly floored all of you.
Yeah, even if I can attack of opportunity got me, like, down, like, from 50 to 35. Yeah.
Yeah. By the end of that, Fur only had 10 health left.
Serious?
Yeah. And,
I got you.
Kurz himself.
Yeah, I know. Even me using all of my, it would just wipe out the next round.
Yeah, and what you call it, Kurz himself got knocked down to 10 health at one point. I mean, you saw as well, like, okay, I'm gonna pump 3 Balm of the Summer Quartz in, and this single punch from the tree ent wiped out all that health you just gave him.
Oh yeah, it did.
And the thing is, Kurz is tanky. Like, maybe not health-wise, but armor-wise. He's got 17 AC.
That's beefy.
Yeah, no, Kurz is beefy.
Yeah. I mean, with the tree ent, I was kind of banking on the fact that it had shit dex.
Yeah, which it did.
Fuck tree. guess it worked.
But it sacrifices its dexterity with the fact that it hurts. Its damage was 3d6 plus 5.
Whoa. That's ridiculous. 3d6 plus 5.
Yep.
Beefy boy.
Yeah. Be thankful that you hid yourself from the second one.
I know.